On the weekly chart, we're going to take a look at Delta in here. Now we have this previous structure here set up, and we're leaving this on just because whenever we get a little break in here of a certain structure, I like to leave these trend lines on just for a few weeks to kind of see what is happening here, or at least the next couple candles, right? Depending on what time frame you are playing. And I just like to see if we're going to go back and respect these trend lines one way or another. And that looks like that's what we're doing here. So this lower trend line that we have on, you can see it goes all the way back until April of this past year. And this is now going to become our new resistance. So in the past, it was our support, right? We breached it here about 3 weeks ago. Last week, a green candle in here had a little touch in here of that previous support. Now it's going to be our new resistance trend line. So we thought, hey, just leave this on here and look where we are again this week. We're right up against that. So that is going to be our new resistance in here. That is trading right at that 60.85. Anything above there, you're looking up here at that $62 mark. And then anything above that, we're going to be watching this 64.98 area all the way up here. Now to the downside, we're looking at this 9-day EMA. That's our blue line right there, 58.95. Anything below there, 58.40. And then really not a whole lot of anything until you get right around here in those high 53s to low 54s. So you can see we have a little touch point here right around those 54s. And then in the past, it was a major place for us to kind of hit resistance, kind of set up shop. Resistance, set up shop. There's a resistance all the way back in here. So that is why we picked that high 53, basically it was low 54, that whole area for a support in here. But overall, that is what we're looking at on this weekly chart. It's all going to be about this lower trend line, or previous lower trend line that is now our new resistance. And we're going to see if we can breach that cleanly and then work our way up to this next trend line and then so on and so forth. If they do get a clean break and a confirmation, then we'll redo this whole structure here. But for now, we're going to leave that trend line on here. Right around a $1.50 expected move priced in by Friday. Next Friday, $3. The following looks like right around a $4 expected move. So overall in Delta, decent move in here, up almost $3. We're trading in those $60 handles. Hopefully we get a nice reach of that 60.85 as we mentioned before, and then a nice working our way up into that 62 on some volume. So let's see what happens overall in Delta.